Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. I'm on my way to get us something to eat for lunch. It's 1:24 and we haven't had lunch yet. My goodness. Exactly, my goodness. And I was just so tired. I'm 2 weeks into having, not 2 weeks, but close enough, 12 days, yeah. Having allergy attack, which may have been actually the flu. All my life, whenever I had this, I'd go to a doctor and they would say that it's allergies, just allergies. Never test me, for a flu. I didn't even know for a long time that they had a flu test. How would I know? They never would test me, never would ask, do nothing. They said, nah, it's just allergies. Same kind of feeling this time. I haven't had it in a while. And years. And then Adam got, he's older than I, and he came down with something similar, same kind of symptoms. His were just really bad, and then we finally got him in to see an urgent care, and they tested for both. They said this time, not both, not allergies, but one I don't want to say, the big one that they could test for, and they do the nose thing, and for the flu they're combined now, as long as it's allergy season, not allergy season, flu season. They can test for both of them with one swab or whatever it's called. Yeah, so they did that, and he has the flu. That was a couple days ago or so that he was tested. Yeah, a couple of days ago. What day? I don't know. But anyway, I had it before him, whatever I had. So it may have been the flu. I will never know that I had. But it's been, like I said, 12 days altogether. So it's okay if I go out and he goes out, because his has been, he's had it 3 days before that, I guess. I don't know. I think it was 3 days he came down with it. He was saying 3 days. So, but he's not with me. He was working on our old refrigerator. It's old. It looks new. It's a Kenmore Elite, and not new, but it looks nice still. We've had it just over 20 years, and he hadn't done the maintenance on it. That's what he said. Where you go in and defrosting the fan or something like that in the freezer part of it, and it started ticking. The refrigerator part started ticking. And he looked it up. He does everything on YouTube. He looks up everything that, some kind of maintenance thing on anything, how to fix this or anything, not just refrigerators and such. Anything in your home. And he says saved him, quite a bit of money, he's guessing, And he looked it up, and they that's what it was. He took it off the freezer, the back part of it, and it was all iced up, back there. So, okay, this mount that I bought, it's a new one. It jumps around, and who's to say if I bought yet another one, if that one wouldn't bounce around, you know what I'm saying? So I have to deal with what it does. I don't know if it bounces around once I put it on video, because some of them they self-correct or something. I don't know. Some cameras, even cell phone cameras. But anyway, I'm gonna go get us something to eat. And like I said, I was feeling tired, but my sleep is actually getting better for some reason, and I think I figured out what it was. I was eating at nighttime. I would eat it like a piece of Dove. I think it's Dove. I know it's not Dove. It's Ghirardelli. I got it from, he bought it at Costco. Chocolate. At nighttime, I usually eat one of them. It's too late. Maybe it's the caffeine or something. I think that chocolate has caffeine, and it would keep me up, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, but I've been real tired because of all this flu and allergies. allergies, whatever it was. Mine was, the symptoms were the same, and that's what the doctor there, I mean, I know that, I've heard that many times, but the symptoms were the same. And you can also, I asked that doctor, you know, she said that something, you know, I also heard of, but I wanted to verify it, that a person can have the flu and allergies at the same time. Okay, or one right after another. You know, this kind of course. Yeah, she said yes. All right. Okay, I had to say no to their food there. I went there to this, what's it called? Why do I always forget the name of it? I don't know. Panda Express. I usually don't say the name of it. But this one, because it's buffet, yeah. And the one thing that, I was going to get 2 plates to go. One for me, one for Adam. And both of us want chow mein. And both of us want this teriyaki chicken. And then, you know, he likes one other thing and I like a different one. And the main one we like is the teriyaki chicken. And the guy, I was like, you don't have the teriyaki chicken? And he's, no, our grill's down. It's the one thing that we both wanted as far as the entree. No, so I'm going to go to the other one, and if they don't have it, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I got to remember how to get there from here. That's the only thing. I always go a back road, so seriously, I know how to get there. Anyway, you know, I do drive. For health insurance, this is a short version. It's not the money for the health insurance, it's to prove to the government that I can earn a certain amount of money, which I'm doubting, but starting to doubt, really. But I do the food delivery thing because of my edema, you know, my legs, feet. My bottom part of my leg, the ankles and the feet swell up. I have to be able to go home whenever I can. So it's the only kind of work I can do. What other job is going to let me go home whenever I want to? You know, so to elevate my legs. And I cannot imagine elevating my legs inside of where I'm working. Yeah. Anyway, so I should know where I'm going with these places because I pick up and deliver. And I pick up from these places, a lot of these places. And I scoped out a lot. Some places I didn't even know that existed. We had been, before 2020, we had been on this kick of trying to find new restaurants and everything. You know, the easiest way would be to look up online, but not exactly. You know, you'd think that it would be, but not exactly. So, and in that place over there, it changed, we think. It's a pho place. They got a lot of different kinds of food. Seriously. Anyway, what was I talking about? This is just a drive vlog kind of thing. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit. And, yeah. But we've been home, like I say, and he was working on he just finally finished it. He hasn't put the shelves back in with the freezer. You know, it's one of those that side by, you know, I guess you call it side by side. The freezer is on one side, the refrigerator on the other, and it goes all the way down. It's not divided up. I mean, those sides are divided up, but not many of the refrigerators are half on top or half on bottom and all this kind of stuff. Nah. It's just both sides long. That's it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. But it was really weird. It was such a weird noise to hear, and like, what the crap is going on? The refrigerator's ticking. And then I hear it because I'm on the other side, started hearing that later on. It was basically the fan wasn't allowing it to, the ice on the fan wasn't allowing it to kick on. And I have been having trouble with some groceries on the refrigerator side, not the freezer side, but the refrigerator. Well, I might get these terms mixed up. Believe it, I do. The refrigerator side, like lettuce, I'd open up a bag of shredded lettuce. Usually I'd make it airtight so the rest won't get turned, I call it rust color. And but it was doing that like within a few hours. Plus, some of them were having too much condensation in them. What's all that about, you know? And that probably could have been it. See, this is the back roads I take, but this way of getting to this back roads is different this time. Yeah, that makes sense. Trust me. But anyway, I hope they have it, because if not, I'm gonna have to figure out what to get for both of us. He was so tired because he just gotten over the flu and everything, you know. And I wonder what they're gonna name this road. Right now it's Private Drive. That's the name. They just put this light in not too long ago. Private Drive. But I guess we all kind of wondered at one point, what do they do with roads where they just now made it? The lights, when they just now put the light and then called something a road, you know? But yeah, and I had hoped to be able to go back to work today. You know, Sunday is first day of the week, and start a week off. You know, that I really want to, when I go back to, get to go back to work, I really want to go, full steam ahead. I have to. It's May 5th. I'm going to have to make pretty much this rest of this year what I would make for a year, because before now it's just been almost impossible to work, because especially I have allergies, the allergens, we've been having so much rain, just so much, unbelievable. My rose buds, by the way, my rose bushes, the buds started in December. Well, we saw them in December. I took a picture. I have it December, middle of December, and then now they're pretty much dead. And usually what it is, you know how it's April showers bring May flowers. Ours is we have April flowers, and have a lot of May and early beginning of June showers. But we've just been having them just rain constant. Last night we had a terrible storm. The internet cable, all that stuff, Wi-Fi, everything went down, and so I had no access. It taught me I need to get a radio. Can you still get the weather on a radio? I don't know. How much fun is it looking at a brick wall? I went in there to get it. They were making it at the time. They said 10 more minutes. Well, it's 1:48 right now. But it made me think of, I don't even remember where it was when it happened. It was years ago. But I ordered something like that. I said, okay. And she said, she went back and told the woman, they said 10 minutes. And something like that at some place, not this one, not even this chain. And I think it was a certain kind of, I think it was one of those pizza places or something, like a buffet. And I waited, and then all the other people in there went and got it. Not all of them, but a bunch of people went and got it. I was like, really? Really? Seriously? But, that could happen, and it did. Once in a lifetime, no biggie. But if it kept happening, yeah. So I'm hoping this doesn't happen here. Because that's the big thing, the chicken teriyaki chicken. Anyway, but at almost 2 o'clock, how busy are they going to be? Well, it looks like they're pretty busy. I saw actual people sitting inside there. More than one table. Wow, that's unusual. Usually I go in all these restaurants, I pick up fast food or even dine in. Hardly ever any people, except a couple of them. I think maybe 2. Okay. Anyway, I saw a car, or I'm thinking it's a small SUV, but backed in behind me. And I looked and said, well, it's a dark gray, because I've been saying that, so I've been doing these deliveries. People have all these little theories about some people, or, well, I'll mention that. I'm losing my voice again. But I'm hoping, but I do wonder if it I'll say this, the guy looked like a delivery guy. And I'm just curious. I really am. That guy looked like a delivery guy too. But the delivery cars that I tend to see, 4-door, an older gray colored car, gray, silver gray colored cars, and usually they have a, well, no, I shouldn't say usually, they have a hubcap missing at least one. Just kind of saying the age of them. They've been around for a while, and people have these theories about that do these delivery, like food delivery things, that you're supposed to only have one account, your account. You work off that, but the theories they have is, and this is my way of seeing it. I was thinking maybe these people have a fleet, but I'm still trying to see how it would benefit anybody, because some of these you can't work. I mean, you have a social security number attached to these accounts, so how can you be working 24/7, 365, or how can you have more than one of your account working at the same time? See what I'm saying? I don't see the benefit in it. I don't see how you could get away with it, because no person can work. One of them, like I said, one of the apps doesn't allow it. You can only work, I think, I don't remember how many it is, 12 hours or something like that. Yeah, that guy, I'm pretty sure he's a delivery person. Or maybe not. He's behind me right now. Oh, maybe so. Because he has one of those hot cold bags. And he put his cell phone up like on the dash, like he's delivering, looking at the map. Yep, he's a delivery guy. And let's see if it's a car or a small SUV. I think oh. Okay. You're investigating with me. Well, you gonna move, dude? No, he's looking at his app trying to find. Yep. I know the actions because I've been doing them since July. End of July. Yep. Scroll. Yep. He's doing it. And there's a car next to me that would be more like what I would think. But I kind of wondered if they worked on weekends. Today's Sunday. I kind of wondered if the people who have this, I'm guessing it's a fleet. That is a car, 4-door car, but it's black. It's a blackish, kind of dark, like a dark silver, but black. Okay, you see what I'm saying, right? Yeah. But I did wonder if they work on weekends, because on weekends I could actually get orders that weren't really stupid. And during the weekdays, nope, they're going to be really stupid orders. Like $2, I'll never forget this one. $2 for 20 miles. Who's going to do that? No, not me, nobody. I can't imagine. They kept coming around. That messes with my acceptance rate, and apparently that's supposed to be important. Okay, my acceptance rate is messed up because of you sending around stupid orders over and over again. I said no. Whoa, that bird came close. I said no the first time, and I'm in it. It's that simple. But anyway, hopefully I can go in there and get my food. 5 minutes has passed. I went to the restroom while I was in there. And of course, right after I got out of the restroom, I have a leg atrophy, the muscle, hamstrings, and I have to have those bars to help me. Just lean on the bars so I can get up. So I use the one for people with disabilities. I'm actually registered, as an American with disabilities. So yeah, I can use that one. And I can say this: no, that is not a restroom for just everybody. It's a restroom for people with disabilities, and that includes staff. And now I'm not going to be the one to judge who has them and who doesn't, but I've been to far too many restaurants, and restroom breaks happen when you're out delivering, and especially the last week I worked, before I got sick. I think it was 5 times or 6 times, 6 different restaurants that I saw employees using the restroom on their phone. One actually, I didn't know that anybody was in there. I think she was standing on one side or something. And I, went to open the door, so I didn't see any feet or anything. And most of the times they're shut anyway. So I started opening. She says, "I'm on the phone." I'm thinking, what is that? Is that what she does at home? So she's saying it. It was so stupid. That is not a restroom. That is not a telephone break. Thinking you're sneaking off, going to the restroom where you're guaranteed privacy to make phone calls. No, that restroom is for people with disabilities, period. That kind of stuff, like when people park in a spot for people with disabilities because they just think they're above the law. They're above it all. So, it really irks me. It really does. But anyway, it's 3 minutes. I'm going to go in. I only have 3 minutes. Let's see if they have it ready. Okay, yay, they had it made. It's 2:02 now. And it smells so good. It is. I don't eat that much because of this kind of food anymore. But the other day we did have, when Adam went to the doctor's, I called it in and picked up some, we were both craving, I've been craving for days, liver and onions. I don't know when was the last year I had liver and onions, but it must have been a health thing going on. Because we both wanted liver and onions for some reason. If you never had eaten liver and onions, that probably sounds like, ew, gross, beef liver. And I can imagine a lot of people getting grossed out. But I grew up eating it. Well, we had it very rarely, when I grew up, but we had it. Same thing with ham hocks and beans. I don't eat the ham hocks because of salt, sodium content, but I'll eat a little bit of it usually. But I grew up country, my friends, country. Like you didn't know that, right? I don't think they're going to be crossing over here. But anyway. I'm stopping. Didn't know you were coming. So. Now you're not going to try to hit me because I stopped, are you? No more? That's all. Yeah, the car behind me drove up real fast. They probably have their earbuds in, they're so cool when you have a radio. But seriously, now let's go back to this thing about radio. Will radio tell you the weather? I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to any kind of music or anything. It is a rare thing for me to listen to. So usually I'm making videos. I'm in my car, my SUV, and I don't have a radio at home, like I said. But I do wonder, would radio, because I was scared at one point, a little bit frightened. The wind all of a sudden came up and was going whirl, 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 whirl in the front of the house where I was. Yeah, I had no way of no way at all. It had knocked out all services. Several services when I called their automated number. It had knocked out several services in that area, and there was no access even in a different way. Okay, I pulled over to see if there was some kids. I was making sure the kids didn't get in that part of my video, and it wasn't. But I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to talk about that other thing for a different channel. All right, talk to you on another video. Bye. Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. I just went and picked up some food for Adam and I. We don't eat out as much as we used to because of my edema, and so anyway, I went out and got that. But I want to talk about something. Okay, I've once again heard somebody on video, I think it was two different, yeah, it was more than one. They talk about this thing that I've been talking about since I don't know how long. About the food delivery. I do it for health insurance. I have to prove to the government that I can earn a certain amount so I can get affordable health care here in Texas. That's the short version. There's a lot more to it. I'm not a voice of authority on how it all works. So I won't be acting as though I am. But as far as the food delivery thing, I know that so many people have so many views about bots. Now, some of them they call bots people. I don't know. I've had my first computer in 1982. That was never the definition of a bot. Never had anything to do with a human. It's a robot. It's short for robot, bot. Okay, so anyway, so maybe somebody got confused. But what I've been saying is these, what I have seen since I've been doing this since January, the end of July, and this is May, early May, is that I've seen more than once. I keep seeing it. I just continue to see it. It's usually people, various kinds of people. There's no set pattern. Some people that I've heard talk about, they have a ethnic group that they say is that to me is just kind of prejudice. Yeah, that's more. I would doubt anybody who said that. These are like the three I've seen. We might as well just say, if you're going to do color, see, I don't do color, like white, black, brown, so on. No, but if so, it's going to be white, brown, and black. So, what I have seen. Yeah, but the other people, they're pointing that out. Like I said, that's prejudice to me. When they want to say it's immigrants. That's it's a certain kind of immigrant. Really, that says a lot more about you. Anyway, that's not what I see. What I do see is generally what I see is so many, and this is Texas, and this is not usual. Now it's becoming usual. Is a 4-door silver/gray cars that are not new. They've been run through it for many years, whatever it is that they were. And it's usually like a hubcap missing, that kind of thing. They're not new, like I said. And 4 doors, like I said. What else? Like I said, inexpensive ones. Ones that would be inexpensive. And the people are doing deliveries. And it's very obvious to me that they're doing deliveries. And I've had my own, I don't want to call them conspiracy theories, but I've seen a pattern. I'm going to call it a pattern. One of them actually drove up next to me because I had a delivery that was only a Sonic big route, what do they call them? Route 44 or whatever it is at Sonic. And that's all it was. And I was thinking that's kind of weird. Maybe it's a teenager or something. But then while I was sitting there, after I delivered it, I sat there for a minute just to see if they going to come get it. I've learned to do that. And I was waiting for another order. But up drove this person that had that same kind. Didn't, rules of the road didn't apply to him, obviously. He blocked in 2 people because he didn't know how to parallel park. Oh, it goes on and on. But yeah, I was thinking, and he delivered something there. But I've seen him so many places, and one of them was just nobody was in it, but somebody wrote a put a sticky tag or a note or something on it, and it was a place where I was delivering. That there's the people live there, so I know that I was delivering to them, so I know that they had delivered. Maybe the car broke down or something. Wasn't theirs, I would think. It had a note on it. Nobody had touched the note. Maybe they just said, screw this. Of course, I don't know that. It's all fiction because I don't know the truth. But anyway, I've seen a lot of these that I've actually sat there and seen them go in and get the food from the restaurant. So, and I know what they look like. And then right now, I just had one that I was getting us food, and saw it was a black color. It drove up the auto. It was a 4-door car, but it was kind of looked a little bit like a dark silver gray. It's also delivery. It was so obvious to me, especially all the actions getting the ordering, coming in, looking at your cell phone, putting it up there, then looking at it. Anyway, okay, I was making a video earlier today about, that so many people have this view about, in their own markets, whatever state it is. I'm talking about the ones in the United States and Canada, about doing these food deliveries, and that something is, they think something is not right. Now, I want to say this, and I think I've said this, I've mentioned this topic many times, but one of the things when I first got it started, that was July, and this is May, the next year, of course. When I first got started, I noticed that one of them I looked up, if I could have somebody with me. Okay, go Adam, that would be Adam, he and I met and married over 40 years ago. And I wanted him to go with me. He wanted to go with me. At first, just for safety reasons. Now, he's an electrical engineer. He works from home, remote, and since 2020, he's worked from home. Most of the people where he works do. And, he likes to get out every once in a while, do something different. He prefers going at, for the dinner and late. And I really don't, I'm not going to go by myself. But anyway, it's evolved over time. I used to go by myself, but I had read online, which I don't always trust. I seldom trust whatever you don't like. Actually, unless it's by people I know, real researchers, this kind of thing. Anyway, so where was I going with this? I started thinking about the research that I read. But anyway, I read on these, it seemed to be attached to these different apps, for food delivery. And one of them flat out said that you can have somebody with you. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop for a minute. It's allergies, man. Been sick with them for 2 weeks at home for the most part. Anyway, about 2 weeks. It said, not only did it say, that you can have somebody with you, when you go do these food deliveries, and it was talking about food deliveries and not ride share, but I read some on that. I'm never going to do that, so. But the food deliveries, you could have somebody in the car with you. No big deal. One of them said that. Okay. And I'm fairly certain I remember. Well, I know which one it was. And the other one said no. Basically, that's what I read. Now, was I reading the correct stuff? Who knows? Then, it also said, it was something about, like, you can hire somebody to, to do your, you can hire somebody to do delivery. Yeah. Okay, so let's think about that. You can hire somebody to do delivery. Like I could hire Adam to do my deliveries. Now, I don't recall it saying how you get the account for it. For somebody else to do deliveries under your name. If you had to have an LLC or you had what you had to do that, I don't recall reading any of it. I wasn't looking for any of that kind of thing. But I do remember it's saying something that you can hire somebody. As long as they're legal to work and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, I think is basically what it said. So, and I think that was the same one. But was it somebody just saying that? You know how some people put themselves up as a voice of authority on something they're not a voice of authority on? Or they don't make the distinction, which, can happen, that they are not representatives of that, company. But now, what I would be looking for is that it's from that company, that, that whatever, the app, the service, the whatever, the company, the service, that it would be looking, it would be coming from them. Now, they can still fake it. Like I was looking for a different kind of health insurance off of the not on the marketplace website, and I really didn't know. Okay, but as it turned out, oh my goodness, 20 people called me the first day. I was talking to the first one because I was thinking, oh, that's nice. But then, and another one called during that phone conversation, and I told them, look, no, I'll be making the phone calls. and 20 called that day, 20 called the next day. I don't know how. It took about a month for it to finally stop, and I kept reporting them my cell phone. Maybe everybody's cell phone says you can report it and blah blah blah. Kept doing that, kept telling them don't call again. I'm reporting you. I'm keeping a log to report to the police because I've told y'all so many times. And they just kept going on and on, you know. But it said on there, on the website, it had the name of I actually worked for that health insurance company before. And it had their logo and everything. Logo, whatever it is. So this can happen, you know, and I spoke to the marketplace. And one of them said, well, we're calling from the marketplace. No, they weren't. You see, it was a scam. And I spoke to the marketplace again after that about it and said, this is why I want to find out this, that, and the other. And she said, yeah, you got to really watch out for the scams. They're going really big time now. Right now. So, yeah. Anyway. But so, was it something that was fake or was it something that was real? You know. And I had actually read on one of the contracts, I don't remember which one it was, but it basically said you can't do that. You can't use their logos. You can't use screenshots. Anything that is from their, you know, like anything that's from their app or you get from that using that app, you couldn't like screenshot it and then upload it on a video. But people do, you know, and they'll put little, you know, they'll use the logos too, you know, to make videos. I read, can't do that, you know. And at first, I screenshotted some things, like these ridiculous orders, like that one that's $2. I didn't get to screenshot that one. $2 for 20 miles. God, really. But anyway, I mean, if all that was true, if it was true, then people can hire people. This needs to be looked into instead of just saying, oh, you know, like what I've been saying is that I think somebody has a company that they do around here. You know, maybe it's legit because of what I've read. What I had read before from last year. I don't know if I ever said that in a video, but yeah, I think I did mention it at the beginning, maybe. And I probably should mention it in every video when I talk about this, that it was saying that it was okay. Oh yeah, I'm sure I did. Pretty sure. I'm 60 years old. Okay. And I've been really ill lately, so my memory right now isn't that great. At the moment. It has nothing to do with being 60. But anyway. So strike all that. What are these things they have everywhere? I don't know. I don't even know what that would be for. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to go get some groceries. Adam fixed our refrigerator today, and I'm going to get some groceries to see how it works. By the way, I do have groceries already, but what I'm saying about that it works just because for some reason my lettuce, shredded lettuce, iceberg, I don't know why, but I mean, I've been making salads for, I don't know how many, probably a couple of years, and never had this problem, but all of a sudden the shredded lettuce, it just turns, I call it rust color. After I open it up and use it, and I've done this the same way all this time to make sure it's tight, that it won't do that, but it's doing it. It's turning rust. So okay, I got other groceries. It was like $80 or something like that. And what in the world is this? Something in my purse. Things move around quite a bit in my purse. I have a very big purse. But anyway, let's see. It was $82.27. I saved 12%. That's all. And it said annual card savings is $128.26. I don't shop here much. And one of the things that's weird is I had a card, and I have had it for years. It has my phone number on it. I've had it for probably decades. Okay. And then I lost it. And I got another one. Well, online, and I even called their customer service, and I tried it, customer service at one of the stores, and they can't get it to change over so I can get those digital coupons. I couldn't do it online. I tried it. I called, like I said, I called all that. For some reason it just doesn't work. So, you know, I can't use the digital coupons. So, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.